Welcome to the channel. I'm Jaden Chase, and these are some of the top stories making headlines today. Now, after the Indecom questions and answers for the baby mother of Noel Maitland, it is being said by his attorneys that there has been no court date set for him. It seems as if the evidence against him is stronger than his attorneys thought. Now, some have also been led to believe that maybe his baby mother is also now a witness for the state. May I make on hear what I want, and they will continue the reasoning. Look and listen.
Remember earlier, a few days ago, I said to you that it is my opinion that the body was removed in the enclave of the couch. Alright, listen this now. You want to do more research on how a witness, a crown witness is prepared. Yes? And when you do that, there are a lot of high profile cases that go out in front of the courts now. But when you do that, you will get to understand that, and I believe, it's my belief, that the prosecution as it stands has a witness that they're preparing, that they're making secure. Yeah?
So you believe that Paula Llewellyn and the team has a...
My 2 minutes is up, sir.
So, wow.
What if the former public accused...
So you're saying, what if the former, that being Kathy Smith?
What if the former accused, public accused, has turned crown witness, and the denial by the senior police official is just a tactic? You know,
Oh, so you're saying that there's a strong possibility that Kathy is the crown witness.
my 2 minutes is up.
Interesting.
Yes, that calling and Andre's life did sound like he had some form of judicial understanding. And what was said is that, of course, the prosecutors would be looking to gather as much evidence as possible. And if, of course, the baby mother has needed information, they would have taken it. And some form of immunity or plea deal, depending on the role that she played. If she played any at all, maybe he was confided in her. Maybe he did tell her something. Where once she tell them that, it was enough for them to say, maybe that is the scenario. Now, Andre also stated something that he said took place at a popular supermarket in Ligani with the first lady of the country. And at this point, these are allegations on the part of Stevens. But may I make a new wagwan, and then we can continue the reasonation. Look, and of course, I want enough to listen to what Stevens has to take place.
The policy of General Foods, all me upset with General Foods policy, is that you must wear a mask before you enter the Jezebel Jamaica. Yes, the Jezebel. She came in and refused to wear a mask and went on and shopped without a mask, refusing to abide by the policy. When she finished shop and went to cash, the cashier refused to cash her without a mask, and the cashier stood her ground. The Jezebel then asked one of the persons that accompanied her to cash instead, while she still refused to put on the mask. I understood that someone who was with her had mask, and we also sell masks. One of the guardsmen security, who was upset of what the Jezebel did, left front very upset. I went from around the back to witness for myself. On my arrival, I saw her at the front desk, to the side without a mask, talking to the supervisors, and they informed her of the policy, which she refused to comply. I went outside and came back and stand in front of her about 3 feet and look dead in her eye for about 10 minutes as she was speaking to the manager at the front desk, and she took her phone and called the justice minister. And then she's speaking with him. She went on to explain how the policy could lead to discrimination and could lead to a possible lawsuit. I stood dead, looked 3 feet away to know. As she was speaking, she went on to say it's not legal, and the manager told her it is General Foods policy. I told her she has an option, and the manager, knowing I am a political activist, make sure she keep remind her of the policy. She leave General Foods after 6. But here is my problem. And you see, this is where I'm talking about the injustices in Jamaica. Because you're the first Jezebel of the country. The first Jezebel. Yeah, man, you're the first Jezebel. Because you're the first Jezebel of the country. Remember saying that even if you keep your man because you have Maitland at the parliament. It's not me says where them sep and pink wall. Say Maitland at the parliament. Who give you the right for things so you can come at General Foods? Come change the people in policy because you're the first concubine for the country. Because you're the first concubine for the country. You think because you're the first Jezebel, because you think say your name wife, you think say you can walk road. I'm going to say this too in Jamaica. Had it been anybody else, General Food would have denied them access to even enter and further shop.
Now, also making headlines, it has been reported that there are major concerns in the national security circles about 2 firearm licenses issued to a businessman who was then arrested for allegedly masterminding the illegal importation of 21 firearms into the Jamaican island. Now, this is an individual who was already given 2 gun licenses. Him could have purchased him firearms legally. So to be caught up in the illegal importation of 21 firearms, and we know what crime and violence I do, not only in Jamaica but across the Caribbean islands. Illegal weapons are wreak havoc in our third world countries. In places where, of course, jobs and the job level is not where we would want it to be. The literacy rate is not at the level where we would want it to be, which also affects the world job settings, which in return then creates a certain level of poverty in third world countries. Of course, crime and violence then becomes a situation that follows the dirty money or illegal money gained from, illegal activities. And then remember, for regular civilians, it is kind of hard. Not kind of. It's extremely hard for Jamaican citizens get a license for firearms. And Jamaica have no stand your ground law where you can have a firearm at even your home to protect you and your family. It's surprised for no saying in certain countries, even when you just get you landed, like in Canada, you could have got a hunting school and, you know what I mean? Yeah, you could have a hunting rifle. Some would say in Jamaica, even for farmers, it's hard for them license as well. And that's why we say we are going with a whole heap of larceny, whether it be animals or crops. Farmers lose millions annually because of theft. People who come on them property and take them things. And some of the time are because them not have the means to defend themselves or their property. If it has been exposed that so much criminals have been given gun license, do you think it's time for the country to revisit that entire policy? Also keeping in mind, with crime and violence at the level that it is, more guns cannot be the solution. For all who thinks more guns are the solution, no, I agree with that point. Because in most scenarios, foolish people with the power to do foolish things, or do foolishness, I just say go. That's why overseas you have to go class. The mindset have to change. You have to know the laws that now go with having this weapon and things of that nature. Tell me what you think though. The fact that 2 were issued, strange though, if it is indeed true that is an individual with a criminal history. Anyway, talk to me in the comment section. You know the sentiments are for those who don't. If you just a pass through, you're new to the channel, click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, of course put it on all. And this is how you know you'll be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. Now until the reason again, of course, my sentiments for you and yours, of course, for to live, love and prosper. Don't forget to like and share the video. The share icon is in close proximity to the like icon. Comment section open 24/7, never lock yet. Drop your comment in the comment section. Of course, to the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours are for to live, love and prosper. And of course, want to stay tuned.